what you don't do, another man or woman will. You feel me? So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Rissa. Today we're going to be doing a video on unpopular opinions on relationships. If you're interested, please keep watching and I'll see you in the next clip. We have, is cheating a mistake? Let me just get ready to talk about it, because in my personal opinion, if you do not like my opinions, you do not have to say anything in the comments. I mean, if you really want to, you can comment down below, but I don't really care, because then again, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so you can take it, run with it, do whatever you want to do. But cheating is not a mistake. I don't care what anybody tells you. It is not a mistake. You don't accidentally do what you do. You know what you do? Like, you don't accidentally do that. That does not happen on an accident. You make a conscious decision to do what you're doing and proceed. Done. Like, it's just that simple.
It ain't a shut bag big enough for me to stay with a cheater. But you got your own to leave him. Like this, huh?
Ghosting. Okay. I have ghosted a few people in my lifetime. I'm not that old, mind you, but I'm not that old. But then again, sometimes people need to get ghosted. Like, you don't really owe, if you're not in a relationship with someone, you don't owe them anything, right? So you don't owe them an explanation. You really don't owe them an apology. You don't owe them anything, because you're single. Okay? Sometimes it is nice to let the person know why you no longer want to talk to them, but nobody is entitled to anything. It is what it is. Okay? Bye. Some of you guys think that this is going to work when it's never going to work. Can you or can you not keep a friendship with someone that you've had sex with? Why would you fuck your friends? There's no reason, excuse my language, there is no reason for you to be intimate with one of your friends. Somebody's gonna catch feelings, someone's gonna get hurt, and the friendship is going to go down the drain. So therefore, friends can be friends, and you know, other people can do their part, but please, I'm begging you, for the love of God, do not damage or ruin a friendship because of sex. Are you stupid or are you dumb? Like, one involving friendship or friends is to keep your friends out of your relationships. For some people, I know this is hard for you, truth hurts, but half the time your friends don't need to know what's going on between you and your significant other. Like, your friends are only getting your side of the story, and there's two sides to a story. For instance, I could be telling you, oh, this guy's doing this, that, and the third. You're gonna get the worst perception of him. It's all about perception. They're only going to see the bad things in the relationship. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're only getting one piece, not the whole piece of the relationship. And friends can give you bad advice as well. They don't know your relationship. At the end of the day, you're the one that's in the relationship along with your significant other, not your friend. So therefore, why would you, include others in your relationship when it's uncalled for? Next, cheating and lying are not a part of ups and downs in a relationship. I don't care what anybody says to you. I'm letting you know right now, you do not have to tolerate anybody that cheats on you or lies to you. This generation is so backwards, and I don't understand it, because people want you to deal with their bullshit and they can't deal with yours. You don't have to cheat and you don't have to lie for your relationship to go through rocky patches. There's other things in life. There's much more to life. Like, don't know your worth. Okay, that's all I have to say, is know your worth, and don't let nobody run you over. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, what else, Pinterest, the whole nine. Everybody's looking for that all goals relationship. You're not seeing what these people are going through behind the scenes. Dating is a trend. Everybody wants the cupcakes and flowers of dating, but they don't want to go through rough patches. They don't want to be there arguing. They don't want to be doing this. They don't want to be doing that. They just want the, oh, we've been together 7 years. You have to work for that 7 years. It's not an easy road. That's why people cheat. That's why people lie. People are not mature enough to deal with a relationship or deal with what comes with a relationship. You feel me? You just see the outside. There's so much more to being in a relationship than what you guys see on the outside. Communication versus comprehension. A lot of people say that in order for a relationship to work, you need to communicate. That is true, but you also need to be able to understand, quote unquote, comprehend what is being communicated to you, because if you do not understand, you're gonna have a very, very, very big problem on your hands, and then arguments can proceed from there, and so on and so forth. Without comprehension, communication is nothing. You're communicating and it's going zoop, one ear and out the other. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. In order to be in a relationship, you don't need to have sex. Yes, I said it. You don't need to have sex. So, a lot of relationships fail because of this here. People focus or put too much pressure on sex. You need to be able to put up with that person daily, put up with that person's family, deal with their baggage, you know, like there's so much more. Know them mentally, physically, emotionally, all that. Like sex complicates things, and people need to start learning each other for the person that they are and not just what they are on the outside or just for sex. Because if you're like, no, I'm not giving you the cookie, you're gonna be like, girl, what the hell, what are you talking about? Like, you're my girlfriend. Okay, I'm your girlfriend, but I'm my own person, right? Yeah, period. Don't give it up if you don't want to give it up. That's why people say to wait until marriage, because sex literally complicates things. If you're not in a good mental place and you and that person don't match, then you're gonna run into problems. That's when people get toxic, and baby, you don't want that. Jesus, take the wheel. This I've heard multiple times. If we vibe and we have a connection, a title doesn't matter. We know what we got going on. We don't need a title. Da, 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 da. The only reason a person would tell you that is because they're scared of commitment, or they're scared of fully committing to you and being something serious. How are you gonna tell me that we know what we have going on, yet still you won't call me your girl? But you want to do everything else that comes with being your girlfriend, but you're not claiming me? Yeah, no. Like, what do I look like? People want to say that looks aren't important, but looks really are important, because you wouldn't go for someone that isn't attractive to you. I'm not gonna say ugly, but if you don't have a slight bit of attraction to this person, you're not going to be interested in them, you know? No matter how much you guys vibe, no matter how much you click or whatever the case may be, if you're not attracted to the person and you don't see yourself being with this person or having kids with this person, the relationship is not gonna work. Like, I don't care what nobody says, this is my opinion. Why would I go for someone that I don't find attractive? Love versus lust. So a lot of people get lust mixed up with love, because I mean, it goes hand in hand, really. You kind of lust someone before you truly love them, but love is like a deeper connection. Lust is, you know, for the moment or whatever the case may be. This one is more directed to females. I only say this because from my experience, well, not just personally, but from the people that I know in my life, females invest a lot of time into people that aren't going to invest the same amount of time and effort to them, with them, sorry. So you can be like, oh, he loves me, he says he loves me, this, that, and the third, baby girl, okay, whatever, yeah, he's saying it, but at the end of the day, you're doing way more for this man than he's doing for you. So, like, what? Like, come on, like, what type of sense does that make? A relationship is something that you have to meet. You have to meet halfway. Like, you have to 50-50. There's no 30-70. There's no, like, I mean, not all the time it's 50-50, but it's a balance. You get what I'm saying? So if you're buying him this, you're supporting him emotionally, you're doing all these things, and you're not getting the love back, baby girl, that man is not for you. Or vice versa, male, if you're doing all this for her and she's not doing nothing for you, you know, like, there is 7 billion people in the world that would treat you how you need and want to be treated. Stop settling for these waste men and waste women. They're like, don't do it. We're young. 7 billion people in the world. Move along. Learn to love yourself, because if you do not love yourself, nobody's gonna love you. You won't know how you need to be treated if you don't love yourself. This next one is checking your phones like something valid to do. To be honest, I have checked phones without people knowing. A little sneaky, you know, but like, I feel like it's okay to do it every once in a while, but if it's a habit and you feel like you have to do it to validate whether or not the person is really rocking with you, leave that person. It's not really worth it, because what that indicates is that there's no trust. You don't trust them, or they don't trust you, or they can be deleting stuff and you're still, you know, in your head making up scenarios. Oh, you're texting Tasha, you're texting Kimon, you're texting Simone, you're texting Michelle, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, basically, if you have to check phones frequently, there's no trust in a relationship. And in a relationship, trust is needed. Either be by yourself or build trust. Work backwards, you know. Social media and relationships. So I'm talking about making posts about your significant other, you know, like letting the world know that you're not single. I say, like, you don't have to be posting that person every single day. Like, you know, just a little pop-up here and there just to show them off, because who doesn't like to be shown off? I feel like the only reason people don't like to be shown off is because they have hoes. It's just plain and simple. Like, if you're with me and you're proud that you're with me, wouldn't you want people to know that you're with me? Why would you want to keep it a secret? I'm not gonna be nobody's secret. I mean, if you're somebody's secret, don't get me wrong, you can live your life how you choose to live your life, but it's not for me. This one is something that pisses me off. Going with the flow. There's no such thing as going with the flow. Going with the flow is invalid. It's not a valid point. If somebody asks you to go with the flow, leave. They're playing with you. They're playing with your emotions, and they don't know what they want. Or they know what they want, but they're not telling you. Like, how are you gonna tell me, we can go with the flow, we'll see how it goes? You should have intentions of what you want to do with me. Whether you want to smash, whether you want to be in a relationship, whether you just want to experience something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have intentions from the get-go. So can nobody tell me to go with the flow? What do you mean go with the flow? Go with the flow of what? Air? Like, nobody could have ever take me for idiot. Why would I want to take me for idiot? Me, good girl, you want to take for idiot? Never that. Don't you dare make nobody take you for idiot, and don't take nobody for idiot. Okay? Okay. We're dating to marry. So I think at a young age, or in this particular time that we live in, people are no longer thinking of dating to marry, or a small percentage of people are thinking about dating to marry, because marriage is slowly but surely being pushed out the window, because marriage is a lot of money, honestly, and traditions aren't being kept sometimes. So people date to marry, yes, of course, but people also date just to experience new things and experience like a relationship with other people and different types of people. I think dating to marry is a valid thing to do, because if I'm just dating you just to date you, like, where is this going? There has to be some sort of solidification, like, okay, we're gonna date for how long, and we're gonna see how it goes, and then you know, like if we feel like we want to take it further to marriage, then we can, but there should be like a mutual agreement with both of the partners to get married or do what they're doing. Some of you guys need to understand that reassurance is a thing and it's important. What if this man is telling me, oh Rissa, you're bad chocolate, you know, like he's just making me feel nice, and I have a whole man sitting over there and we're just doing the same regular stuff. Like he's not even saying, oh I like your wig today, your eyebrows look nice, where'd you get those eyelashes, you know, like I'm just feeling regular. Like you're not doing the same things that you did to get me. In order to keep me, you have to keep doing those things. I'm not saying like do it like every day, but what you don't do, another man or woman will. You feel me? So you have to keep what you have. If you worked for that person, why would you want to let it go so easy? Why would you want to stop making them feel special, right? And girls have a problem with complimenting guys. Guys will give you all the compliments in the world, but you don't get it. Thinks that you too good for somebody. If you tell them some them look nice and handsome, compliment your niggas, okay? Okay, I'm gonna talk about arguments. Personally, with me there's never really an argument because I always win, but you know, that's just me. Arguments, I think arguments are important in a relationship. Not just the fact that there has to be arguments, just that we're human and people don't always agree, but you can also have a conversation to get your point across and to communicate with that person what you like and what you don't like and what's going wrong or whatever you guys can do to fix it. So if you're arguing 24/7, like ongoing, like you can't even have a civilized conversation about something that you think is wrong and you're arguing, that relationship might just be toxic for you and you need to either figure it out or leave, because who wants to be in a toxic relationship? Nobody. And half of you guys that are in toxic relationships, you want to guilt trip yourself into thinking that it's not toxic when it's toxic. So hey guys, this is the end of the video. If you do like this video, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your post notifications on. That's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.